Hello YouTube, back with the next My Little Pony review, and today I'm starting a series of reviews on the individual characters from the My Little Pony franchise, all from the TV shows and stuff like that. I'll probably group characters together that are alike, or they're in our group, like the Troggles and stuff like that. So I'm going to start with Gusty. Gusty is... I kind of like Gusty. She's a little bit mischievous, but she's not obnoxious the entire way through. She does have a fair... she can be somewhat mean-spirited, but she's not mean-spirited all the time, unlike a certain someone else in a couple of, couple decades later. I won't mention who she is. I'll get into her detail later. You probably already know who I'm thinking of. But she's not really one for nonsense in general. She wants to have things go exactly the way they should go. She's proven that just because she can be mean does not mean she's not mean all the time. You see her in The Glass Princess. Yeah, I think it's the episode The Glass Princess. She is not supportive of what Porcina is doing. And she wants out. She wants to, like everyone else, she wants out. Because they're held captive for their magical properties. As the Glass Princess Porcina needed a new cloak to fix the one that was not working anymore because it had a hole. I kind of like her. She's got a good balance of a little bit of mischief, not a whole lot, and then she's also a rather nice pony in general. She's the only one she's really picked on is Shady, but that's only in the movie and only for one brief bit. Saying she was bad luck. But even after that, the most part of the movie, she was mostly obnoxious because she was covered in smooze, and that was the whole properties of how the smooze worked. It makes you grumpy. She's also relatively smart. I think we've seen her in a couple times where she was actually standing up for others. I don't remember exactly, because I reviewed the episodes quite some time ago now, at least a couple of months ago. But definitely, she's unlike... she does have, of course, she was the one that ridiculed Wind Whistler for bringing logic into a story. There doesn't have to be any logic to stories. They can be whatever you want them to be. Trying to make it real-life applicable just does not always work. And Gusty basically protested against that, and rightfully so, by targeting... Like, seriously? You're gonna question the fact that it's a story? Actually, yeah, she was the one that kind of ridiculed Wind Whistler for not having any feelings towards the story. And sure, maybe some of you may think it's a little mean-spirited, of course, but let's face it. She was touched. I think Wind Whistler was the one that was touched by it, and oh, I don't remember too much about that. Yeah, okay. I might be getting a little mixed up, because there was 65 episodes worth of the story to go through. I remember bits and pieces of it. I remember just like, oh, well, maybe next time the feelings, I should give you some feelings. I kind of like that that line right there. It was a bit of snarkiness, it was a bit of humor. Yeah, Gusty's definitely a lot less obnoxious than other characters. And even Firefly, which I'm probably going to review next, has a little similar properties, but again, even she's not totally over the top obnoxious. They actually know how to make characters that you don't want to sucker punch every time they're on screen. They drive you up the wall. So that's my review on Gusty from the G1 TV show and movie. Thanks.